Mike, if you want to kick us off with the first question, let's go.
Okay, so Tony, for the first question I wanted to ask you, I wanted to ask about this week coming up. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars facing the Atlanta Falcons over across the pond, and then with that, they're going to be showing it on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus with Pixar. So what I was going to ask is, who would your QB1, your wide receiver 1, your RB1, and your tight end 1 be if you had to pick any Disney character?
All right, so first for my quarterback, I'd probably have to go and start with Merida from Brave. You know, in those movies, she likes to do archery, so she's always on target. She's the best out of all of her siblings. I think there's 3 triplets in that, so she's used to the whole roughhousing thing and whatnot. And she has to go one-on-one versus a bear, too. So, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, okay, so, yeah. I'd probably,
Mama Bear, too.
Mama Bear, yeah, too. Probably beat up on the Bears, too, like Patrick Mahomes did today.
Yep.
For my running back one, I would go with Dash from The Incredibles. I'm going to do it like the Dolphins are doing it right now. Speed, and we're going to just, come in there. We're going to
Keep pushing the pocket. And
yeah, we're going to run the ball.
I mean, you don't even have to worry about him getting touched. He's going to slip by everybody.
Yeah, no, that's true. Then going along with more speed, I'm going to have Lightning McQueen. I think he'd be a good guy to complement him. I would just, put the ball in the car and
in the trunk. He's not going to fumble.
Yeah, who's going to stop him? Nobody.
Yeah, no, that's a perfect.
Not even Khalil Mack. Last one would be Sully from Monsters University. He's a big guy. I think he played college sports in the University movie. I want to say.
Yep, in Monsters University.
Yeah, so he's got that athletic background, and he's a unit. He's basically Gronk.
Yeah,
Travis Kelce.
He's Pixar's version of Gronk, exactly.
Merida would just be throwing it up there and throwing them dimes to him. So yeah, those are my 4.
Perfect.
All right, and going with my first question. There's a lot of great leaders in the league right now between Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrows, and a guy like T.J. Watt that people really ride with them or die with them. Who's one guy, in your opinion, who's the best leader right now in the league?
So if I had to go with the best leader, I would go down to Tampa Bay, and I would pick Levante David.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because with him, he was on some of those struggling Buccaneers teams. It wasn't always easy, and you never heard from him that he was ever complaining, not like Devin White recently. There's been a little mix-up with him. So I definitely would have to say Devin White is your guy. He's always been a great community guy. And then on top of that, just a great, outstanding player.
He took less, too, to go back to the Bucs at one point to win some championships.
And then at one point, if you remember, when they were doing the top 100, he was just never on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
that didn't bother him.
He earned his flowers, and I think by far he's just one of the best vocal leaders in the league, and he's true to his team, very loyal.
That's good. I like that question. I like that answer more.
Thank you. Next question was going to be, Tony. We've seen a lot of fights recently between fans in the NFL. We actually had an accidental death. It was Dale Mooney, so we send our thoughts and respects to him and his family. So what my question was going to be is, do you think that they need to ban beer and all alcohol sales in the NFL for the upcoming season?
I don't think they should ban alcohol sales, but I think there should be something like the MLB is instilled where after the 7th inning they just stop. Maybe a good time would be the end of the 3rd quarter just to get people, get some water in them, get them rehydrated, because you're already tailgating probably 5-6 hours before the game, so you're just loaded. And it's getting a little dangerous out there, and it's just not something that I think a lot of people are comfortable with in the NFL right now.
I mean, it hasn't been fun, the idea of going to a game the last couple of months, just thinking about what could happen.
You got to be careful, that's for sure.
Exactly.
But my last question going on is, out of the 5 teams right now that are winless, then that's the Vikings, Bears, Panthers, and then in the AFC, we have the Broncos and Bengals, who haven't played yet. But who do you think has the best chance of making a playoff spot?
Oh, man, that's a tough question. So if I had to say, I would probably go with the Bengals. The only reason why I'd say that is because in the last couple of years, they have been the only team that I've really seen that started out the season 0-2 and then from there actually made it to the playoffs. Now, the problem with that is if Joe Burrow doesn't get any healthier, then
Doesn't get back to Joe Burr.
exactly, yeah. And then obviously him and his wide receivers, there's a lot of drama between him and Jamar Chase right now. Jamar's demanding the ball more, so if
T.
I
Higgins wants a new contract too, so he's wanting to get his load.
exactly, I mean, just if I had to guess, they're it's so tough because everybody just looks terrible right now. But if I had to get the team that needs to get over the hump to be able to get back into the playoffs, it'd have to be Joe Burr. But again, it all comes from him being healthy or not.
I think the loss too with the Ravens today was huge. If they can win tomorrow night, then that'll be something to build upon and move forward with. And then the Browns just haven't looked all that great this year. Something's wrong with Deshaun Watson. I don't think he's fully there. And then last but not least, I'm still not a believer in the Pittsburgh offense. Their defense is immaculate, but you got to put points on the board at some point.
Exactly, yeah. It's still such a shaky offense. I don't know how much I trust Pickett so far.
Well, I think those were some good questions. And like we said, we're definitely going to be moving forward more questionnaire, back and forth, conversation based. So if you guys want, maybe comment down below some questions that you want to see us answer, and we'll put them in the video. So, Mike?
Just the last thing that I can say is make sure to let me know who you would have as your starting quarterback, wide receiver, running back, and tight end for the Pixar game. And then other than that, just make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.